All right, how many of you were ready for the move to the downside because you watched the video yesterday, or the day before, and the day before, but yesterday's in particular, told you about the fake out that was coming. We called it, man. It was awesome. Love it when that happens. It's hard to make those kinds of videos, y'all, when everybody's calling bull, and I'm one of the only ones, one of very few people calling bear moves. But yeah, when the market gets bullish and it's hard to be bearish and kind of go contrary to everybody and what they're thinking. So anyway, we had a good day yesterday. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, so I slept in just a little bit, not too much. I've only had about 4 hours sleep. Pretty tired. This might be a heavy yawner. Might be have some fun today. Here on the Gym of All Trades channel. So glad you made it by. If you're here listening, we're going to look at BTC and LTC and Ethereum, try to figure out where they're going. You can see my Gandalf. That's my little dude. Gandalf, I had him on the chart yesterday, and it used to say "You shall not pass," and now he's just telling Bitcoin to go down so I can enter the trade. So yeah, I didn't enter on the wick. I was doing a live stream. I was actually painting a basement, and the wick came down, and man, it was it was exciting. I dropped everything and just ran home. Well, I drove home really fast, and anyway, got to the chart. We were wicking up a little bit. I was waiting for a retest of the bottom. Didn't get the retest of the bottom. I'm like, what in the world? So we're waiting for the retest of the bottom to see where we're going. So where are we headed? I don't know, but let's look at the charts today and figure out the possibilities. All right. Don't forget, this isn't a chart. This isn't a financial advice channel. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. I'm just going to show you how I'm planning on spending mine. Okay. All right. If you haven't subscribed, man, we had 1,000 subscribers the other day. We've already picked up another 30 in the last about 24 hours. So that's awesome. The channel's moving here, and that's pretty cool. I didn't really ever, to be honest with you, anticipate having anybody really watch my videos when I started making them. I just thought it would be a fun little hobby, and then it became what it is. So and you guys who subscribe and like the videos and support me with comments every day, you guys have really, to be honest with you, you guys have made the channel what it is. It's kept me going. It's kept me encouraged, and just really appreciate you. Particularly appreciate the Patreon supporters. I couldn't believe that there were actually people willing to support me financially in this endeavor. So as a thank you to you guys, I've created that Telegram group, and man, it's a great little community. We have so much fun in there, especially in moves like this. And we are all trying to figure out what's going on, and we share our charts, and I share nightly updates and charts there. So I try to keep everybody's psychology in the cool, calm, collected stage so we can trade well. So if you're one of those that would like a community of traders just to bounce ideas off and to help get trade ideas and entries and things of that nature, you need to be part of that Telegram group. Here's how you join it. You simply go to the Patreon link at the bottom of this video in the description, and you join up on the page, become a Patreon supporter. As a thank you, I'm going to give you what I don't give anybody else except Patreon supporters, and that's just individual attention, answer any questions that you have. Also, offer charts as much as I can and analysis all throughout the day. I've got my phone always if I'm working, and I do my best to answer questions. But at night in particular, I'm a lot more available and offer nightly analysis, and we can get ready for the trades and the entries. So you come join us. We'll have a lot of fun. Right now, there's no minimum gift that's required, so you come on your own terms. But once I hit 50 members, there will be terms for the group. So there's only a handful of spots left for that. So if you want to join the Telegram group, would be glad to have you in there. All right, enough commercials. Let's get into the charts. All right, let's do it. So let me jump out. Let me show you what the macro is looking like and what the play is going to look like. That's a little distracting, isn't it? Let's go to a different chart, see what we've got going on. You'll remember yesterday's video. Okay. Let me get rid of this price target for now. I'm going to put it back, but I'll just get it. It's distracting for now. Okay, so what we're looking at here. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 second. Going to go ahead and close that position. There we go. That was an alarm that went off there. I don't have time to watch it or look at see what the chart's doing, so I just closed the position. It was a little small entry there in euro dollar, so real tiny. All right. Sorry about that. So what we're looking at here, see if I can clear this as well. Um, what a bad video to start. So sorry. All right, here we go. We're going to keep rocking with it anyway because I got to get to work. All right, so you've been watching for a while. If you haven't been watching for a while, you might need to go back and watch a couple of the prior videos just to see what the macro is. I'm going to try to give it to you here, but it's going to be quick, okay? So this is not a triangle. Everybody's thinking it's a triangle, but it's not going to be a triangle unless we have a particular criteria that is set in place. Okay, so a triangle. Most everybody's looking at this and say, "Yeah, we got the down move down to the downside. We came down. We've got a triangle on our hands." And so this is what everybody's probably thinking right now. We've got this is a bad color. A, B, C. Everybody's thinking that's D, and that's the wave that's not valid as a triangular wave. And then we've got the E wave, and then we're going to shoot to the moon, and that's probably what most traders are thinking. Now, so the way I think when I trade is I try to think like a market maker. Let me explain what a market maker has to do. A market maker is a liquidity provider. They work for big firms that have lots of money, trading firms, and they have lots of money, and they make arrangements in their financial partnerships with exchanges and all this stuff, where they pay very little in fees for trades because they have memberships to some organization that costs them $1 million to join. And once they join, they pay these tiny, tiny, tiny trade fees. And so they can trade like crazy up and down and create liquidity, or they make the market liquid. That means if you want to sell, there's always a seller. There will always be a seller. A buyer for your sells. And if you want to buy, there will always be a seller for your buys. And so that's what a liquidity provider does. And that's what a market maker is, okay? They're not some bad person out there trying to do bad things. They're providing liquidity, but they're out to make money. Well, who are they going to make money from? The only people they can make money from are the people buying and selling. Those are that's how you're going to make money. You're going to buy from somebody that's selling. And so if you buy and price goes up and somebody sold to you, then what's happened is you have won the trade and that other person lost the trade. So someone is always losing when the other person is winning. It's an even, it's a break-even kind of game, okay? And so that's the way we have to understand it. So if the market maker wants to take the price down, they have to be able to sell, right? If they're going to sell their position, they need to have willing buyers. Now, what's the only way you're going to be willing to buy? The only way you're going to be willing to buy is if you believe price is going up. You must believe price is going up. So what they do is they manipulate the price candles here on the chart in such a way that it presents information to you that makes you believe price is going in a particular direction. It has to be very convincing. And then once that job is done and they've done the convincing, then they make their play and they move price. So that is how the market works. That's how the market makers do it. Now, excuse me, first yawn of the day. There it is. For those of you new here, I'm a trader. I'm up late hours, and I don't have time to edit out my yawns. So just count them and tell me how many yawns I had this video in the comments, okay? All right. So that being said, what do you think this alt move was? Well, I mean, it's a correction, no doubt, but it pumped for a couple of days. And what happened to market sentiment? During this pump? Well, I know what my trading group was doing and thinking. We were all, number one, kicking ourselves that we didn't see that this was a potential play, number one. And so we didn't, this was, for me, I've been calling this as a corrective move. because it came to corrective fibs and just hung out there, and it didn't have any kind of impulsive nature. It just kept wanting to go down and down and down, just no impulse. And finally, one day or 2 days, it just has impulsive nature, and it just completely changes the sentiment. But watch what happened right after. Okay, I mean, look, we were just right over here in this price zone right here, and and it was just like it's going down. What did we do? We went up for a while, and then boom, came right back down because the market always comes back. And I talked yesterday in the live stream last night about how the market always comes back, and you need to control your emotions. Now, I say this because what I'm telling you right now is critical that you understand if you're going to trade this market. The market makers are trying to make money, and the only way they're going to make money is off of you. And so they have to control your emotions and get you to make emotional decisions so you're willing to give up your money a lot quicker. Why did I cut this trade a minute ago? Because I don't want my emotions or anything, bothering me. Okay, so it looked like it was coming back to my position. It's most likely going to continue on, but I'm doing this live stream. I don't have time for the analysis. So cut the trade. I don't need that trade. I was in profit. I don't need I don't need to hope or greed or fear I'm going to miss out. I just cut the trade. Why? Because there's going to be another trade. We're not worried about it. All right, so there's a psychology lesson for today. That's really, really critical what I just shared with you. So that being said, so is price going down or is price going up? Well, with that bull move with the alts, they made everybody believe it was bull move. And now they've come down, and the bull move isn't off the table. Now everybody's thinking, oh, this triangle is maybe confirming. So, here's the problem with the triangle, guys. This wave right here is 5 waves. In a triangle that's valid, you have to have 3 waves in every swing. You're going to have an A, B, C, D, and E, 5 swings, and every swing will have 3 waves. That is not 3 waves. That is 5 waves. So what can it be? Okay, well, could still be part of a triangle, but this is what we have to get the triangle. We got to get this. Let's change the color so you can see it. There. We got to get that. If it's a triangle, that would be our A, B, C, all that would be D. Coming down for E, once E is finished, up. Okay, that's what we're looking at. So if this is a triangle, that's what it's got to do. Now, I don't think that's the play, personally. I really don't. Why? Well, because if everybody's looking for that to be the play, then everybody's going to be buying right in here. Why is the color not holding? Everybody's going to be buying in here, and I don't think the market makers really like people to have that great of an opportunity. Excuse me. And that's too much with the direction of what's going on. The price would actually come way up here to this trend line for the triangle, so somewhere about 11.2, 11 in this ballpark here. I wonder what the retracement of that would be. Let's see. Let's just take a retracement of this. There we go, right here. For a triangle, it's probably coming up to 11.3, 11.2 to 11.3. So yeah, and it's going to come up in 5 waves. It's got to come up in 5 waves. It's got to come up like that for the triangle to be valid. I don't think it's going to do that, but it could. But if that happens, guys, then what we've got on our hands, we're going to wait for a pullback, and then we're going to be going off to the races, and we're almost out of this bear market sometime in October. Now, what else could it be? I don't think it's a triangle, and I don't think that's the play. I think the play is this, and this is what I said yesterday in the video. I think the play is this. This is a WXY. A WXY is going to bring us down to possibly $7,500. Okay, $8,100 to $7,500. There are lower targets than that, but I believe we probably won't go much lower than that. We'll have to wait and see. If this WXY is going to play out, this is what it'll look like. This is our W wave. That's our X wave. Now we're making our Y wave. Okay, now our Y wave is going to be made up of 3 waves. Because the W wave has 3 waves, the X wave has 3 waves, and now the Y wave is going to have 3 waves. What you'll see here is this is your first wave. This 3-wave move right there, it's called an expanded flat. That's your second wave, or that's your X wave, okay? And now we're waiting for our next wave to the downside. Now, this next wave is going to have 3 waves in it. Well, guess what? We just finished the first wave. It's going to be a 3-wave delineation. It could come down to this trend line still. But we've got that, then a move up, okay, then a move down, like that. Now, why do I think that's going to happen? Well, because that's going to provide a nice little fake out move. Here's what it'll look like. Here's our triangle trend line, right? This is what everybody thinks the triangle trend line should be, right here. They got their trend line right here. So what's going to happen here, maybe. This is maybe, as does not definitive, it's just a maybe. What's going to happen here is that this might come down to $9,400, so be ready for that. We might get a push down to 94. Then what could happen is it might even wick down a little bit. Shoot, let's see what the fib on the 1-to-1 extension would be. If that does wick down, I'd be interested to see that. Yeah, 1-to-1 is at 93.57, guys. So our 1-to-1 extension right there on that trend line. Okay, so we have a potential to come on down to this trend line, $9,400 roughly. It'll probably wick down to this 1-to-1 extension, and then once it could even wick down to 9,000, guys. It'll wick. Okay, so it could come down here, and then it's going to start going up. So everybody's going to think, oh, we had a fake out to the downside, fake out to the downside, and then it's going to come up. Okay, it's going to come up. It's going to come up like this, bounce once, and then come up again. And we're like, we broke the trend line. And what's everybody going to think once we break that trend line? That's a breakout. We broke out of the triangle. This is the market maker play. That it broke to it faked us out to the downside, and then it broke to the upside. We're definitely going up. And everybody's going to think this is A, B, C, D, E with the fake out to the downside, and then we go up. And won't everybody be smart? But you're going to be ready for that. Why? Because you're watching the Jim of All Trades channel. I'm not trying to sound arrogant. I'm just really having some fun. But I am telling you what could happen. I don't know if this is going to happen or not, but this is what I think. So what's going to happen is you're going to know this isn't a valid wave for a triangle. This has to be a WXY if it comes down here to this range. If it breaks this range, it has to be a WXY. So the next wave we would expect then is a 3-wave move to the upside like I just drew. Let me show it to you again. We would expect a 3-wave move, but it can't break this high. It won't break this high. Excuse me. So if it breaks this level up here, 10,900. I got the yawns bad today. If it breaks that level, then we're not dealing with it. We're not dealing with a WXY. We're dealing with something else. I would think. I mean, I guess the only way that could be still plausible, still a possible WXY, is that if this wave does this. No, I wouldn't like it. I don't like it. Yeah, that would be possible. So this could be a wave, and then we have this, and then we have that. So that would be ultra tricky for sure. Yeah, possible. Let's consider that just for a minute. I got to think it through. It's a new thought. W X. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all, guys. I don't think that's a plausible scenario. I think if we break 10,900, we discount the WXY. I believe. I'll let you know if I change my mind. So, what we've got then is we've got a three-wave move to the downside. We're going to get a three-wave move to the upside. It's going to look like a breakout. We could wick below this trend line down here at 93.49 to 9300 in that ballpark. Okay. And then we're going to come up here, and then we're coming down to 7500. So once we get two waves like this, I'll be able to run the extension on that and get us a projected target. So let's wait for those two waves and see what happens. But I think this is playing out. I think we're going to get some upside no matter what. I think we get upside here no matter what. Now, if we come down here to $9,300, then the triangle I think is going to be out the window. So we might not come down here. We might still play. So it just depends on what the market maker play is going to be. Are they going to fake to the downside, then fake the triangle, and then back? Or are they just going to fake the triangle to the upside here? Or is the triangle still the play? So we'll have to wait and see. All right, that's how I'm looking at the market at Bitcoin. So there you go. There are your validation points. I don't know. Have y'all been counting the yawns? I don't even know. If you've watched this far, just let me know. Let me know you watched this far. Let me know that you counting the yawns. All right. Let me know if the video yesterday really helped you and protected you from the dump that we got last night. Okay. All right. Let's look at Litecoin now. If you want to continue watching, this to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to talk about one more thing. Let's talk about your entry in your Bitcoin. I'm waiting for a pullback here for my entry. I'm waiting for another pullback. I want to see if we're going to break this low or bounce. If we start bouncing, there's my entry going to the upside. Okay, that's the way I like to play it normally. I like to wait and see this H, and then we go, and then it makes this backwards H, which really makes a W. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see this come on down. All right, let's look at Litecoin. Litecoin, same thing, except when we measure this wave, obviously, it's looking pretty impulsive. Without even measuring it, you can see. So the question is that wave complete? Is that wave done? Well, this came to the 1618. So yeah, I mean the shape is a little funky, but it can work. You've got one. Don't you see it? Let's try it again. That could be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, or this could be 1, 2, really extended third wave. This is 4. We're going to get 5. It's not going to be a deep 5, but we'll get one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be about as long as that. Something like that. Double bottom or something like that. Looking for 72 to 71, 90. That 3618 is a nice little target range there. Maybe. Might get that. So we'll have to wait and see what that looks like. But anyway, once we get that 5-wave move, we're always going to expect a 3-wave move after that. So is this part of our 3-wave move? Well, like that. I'm not counting this as 3 waves. It measures too impulsively. So that's not 3 waves to me. So we're looking for a 3-wave move here. All right, we might be getting the pullback finally on this 3 waves. This to me is too dumpy compared to this, but it could be. But as long as we break this low of 73, 72, as long as we go below that, we're going to come on down. So we're going to wait and see what this wave brings us. But the entry is down here. We're going to wait and see if we break this low, or we internal retracement and then we go up. So that would be our A. B, and a C. There's our backwards H there. Okay, that's an entry shape. Okay, so watch that guy. Watch and make sure. Let's see what comes out. I'm waiting for a retest of this bottom range for my entry. That $72, 72.80. That's going to be a good entry. Your stop can be underneath 71.90. That would be a good place to put a stop. All right, let's look at Ethereum as well and see what that's going on. Let me zoom out just a little bit here. Get this off the screen. There we go. All right. Did not break the plane there. This looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this looks, again, this is very impulsive. Like that. Came to the 1618 and bounced. It's a really good impulse wave. So to me, Ethereum's, again, showing itself to be the cleanest chart. Guy, I know you like that. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Now we're going to come down to make our fifth wave. Same thing for Litecoin. So this is probably telling the tale. We're making our fifth wave now. Be careful if you've already entered that trade. You might want to You might want to consider taking profit now and then re-enter down here. That's what I would think about it if I had entered down here. But I didn't enter because I was doing a live stream for you guys. Okay, all right. That's what I'm looking at. Then what we're going to get after that, we should get a three waiver after that. So we're going to play that to the upside. Now, if for some reason my count is wrong and this is part of that three waves, so just watch this. If we don't break this low, then you can enter down here to go north. Okay. All right, and then once we get this wave to be finished and we know what it is, then we'll run the extension on that in a later update video. If I need to go live to give you guys updates, I will totally do that. Guys, if y'all been watching me during this bear market count, you just wait till we start bulling, man. I will show you trades every day. I will show you trade setups every day. Okay, and I'll give you price targets and everything. So anyway, just realize that that's what you're going to get on this channel. Okay, here's our price target here on the 618. Looks like $200. So let me give you a price target for the fifth wave. Nope, don't want the call out. I need a price label. There it is. About $200. Let's watch and see if that gives us a fifth wave and we get it down to $200. All right, that's a long enough video. I hope that was helpful to you. Share the video, like, subscribe if you've made it this far. Thanks for watching so much. There will be, I have monetized the channel. I don't know when ads will start, but there will be some ads starting soon, and I don't mean anything by them. I don't want to make anybody mad, but I'm just trying to support my family with this channel. I'm looking to go full-time as a trader, so this is one of my as I to transition from a full-time job to doing trading as a job. When I have 3 children, it's a very scary prospect. So I want to have some stable income from other sources besides trading, so that we can make this transition. So that's what we're doing. And so if you can support me in the Patreon in that, and I'll gladly give back my time and energy to help you become a better trader. It's well worth your investment there. Okay, have a fantastic day. We'll talk to you later on. Bye bye.